Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the Cutn podcast. We got a special guest for you guys today. Joining us is Mikey Lopez from the Hearts of Pine. Mikey, thank you for so much for taking the time to join us today.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me. I'm looking forward to this.
Absolutely, we are too. We've had a couple of your teammates on recently, but nobody that we've had on has had such a long tenure in professional sports and such. So I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
My first question for you is, so you played your college career at UNC and you won their second NCAA Division I title, which is amazing. What was that experience like playing for them?
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. Just getting to wear that iconic Carolina blue and was amazing. But yeah, that season was as a whole was a really great season. I didn't know what to expect going there, especially um, I didn't know how it was gonna go, and thankfully everything played out well and everything went really well. Not only in an individual aspect, but as a collective. We, like you said, we won. Um, we were co-season champs, I think, co-regular season champs. We're ACC tournament champs, and then the Natty champs, and in an individual sense, I kind of won everything that I could win as a individual player and as a freshman that year. So yeah, all in all, it was a really great year, and to be able to bring another championship to the University of National Championships, national champions, is always good. So yeah, it was a great first year.
Was UNC your number one college choice?
Yeah. So funny enough, uh, they they were, and they were kind of my only big D1 program that was kind of recruiting me actively my junior year. Um, I had a lot of mid-major schools that were kind of interested in me, that were kind of recruiting me. I had reached out to a lot of major D1 schools. Most of them did not reply to my email. Um, so it was it was kind of like the only one. And then once I had kind of committed my senior year, that's when other schools started try to recruit me, but I was already kind of bought in. And I, for some reason, I always knew, or I knew that Carolina had a really good soccer program, so I was always I was always wanting to go there regardless. So yeah, it just worked out really well for me.
I'm sure you learned plenty soccer skills wise while you were there, but is there something maybe a coach told you, or maybe a teammate said to you that stuck with you, and that you've kind of carried with you through your whole soccer career?
Yeah, so it's kind of he wasn't a teammate, and he said something to me that was kind of um not necessarily lit a fire for me, because I always had that fire and that determination. Sure. But it was on my official visit. I went, so it was my senior year in high school, and I went to go see them play. I think they were playing like beginning of the year, so we usually have like a Carolina Classic that we play like two out of conference games, and it's usually like against some big name teams or higher ranked teams. And that year they played against Akron, which Akron ended up winning the national championship that year in 2010. But I remember, like, after the game, I think we had lost. Carolina lost, and we were in one of my friend's dorm room, and we were playing FIFA. And then a senior asked me, he's like, "Oh, you're like, I see you're here on your official visit. Like, what position do you play?" And I was like, "Yeah, I play midfield, so hopefully I can come here and play midfield." And he looked at me, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I don't know. You look too small to be an ACC midfielder." And I was like, "All right, yeah. I mean, I guess fair enough. That's your opinion." So I kind of that kind of stuck with me, that like people are always gonna kind of just not necessarily believe in you, I guess, or just doubt you. And yeah, I just kept that always kind of as a reminder. And when I went into Carolina, I did well. I did what I need to do. I did my job, and I kind of showed that I wasn't too small to be a ACC midfielder. So yeah, that's kind of one thing that kind of stuck with me.
Nice. It's like a prolonged chip on your shoulder, you know.
Yeah.
It's like it's just stuck with you, but kind of keeps you going.
Yeah, I mean, like and it's something that I've heard before. Like it wasn't the first time that I heard that. I'm not really the biggest guy, nor the fastest or the strongest, but I always kind of use that to my advantage to kind of beat you in different ways. And I always had that chip on my shoulder that like I was always gonna outwork you and outfight you, regardless of how big or strong or whatever you are compared to me. And so it was just like more, I guess, just more fuel to the fire. So yeah.
So I know we touched on your college career, if there's anyone that kind of helped you and guided you and such like that. In all of your soccer career, has there been one coach or anyone in particular that has really been there for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna sound biased or like a recency bias, but I think I've always said like one of my favorite coaches and my best coaches is Bobby, who's a coach here at Portland. I think he was a great mentor in the soccer sense growing up when I was playing for him as a young kid, as a teenager. And yeah, I think he's been kind of like a prime example, like someone I kind of try and compare other coaches to. And he's always usually top two. It's like, or he's like top 1A, 1B, and the other one would be Patrick Vieira at New York City FC. But yeah, I mean, I think Bobby's was kind of one of those coaches that always really resonated with me because of one of the type of coach he is, like soccer wise, technically and tactically wise. He's a great tactician, and he knows the game really well. So like learning from him on that side is really good. But other than that, like besides that, he's like a really good person and really good like man manager. So he really cares about his players, not just athletically, but in a personal level. And I think that's like one of the biggest things, that to be able to get the best out of a player is to be able to connect with them on a personal level. So yeah, he's like family to me, and I think he's one of my favorite coaches I've learned a lot from, and I continue to learn a lot from now. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
it's great. Do you feel like do you feel like you have kind of a leadership role with the Hearts of Pine, just because, you know, it's an inaugural team and a lot of most players, if not all, never played with each other, you know, before, and you've had, you know, a longer career than maybe a lot of other guys, but do you kind of feel like you had a little bit more weight on your shoulders in that aspect?
Yeah, I think definitely at the beginning of the year, I kind of put a lot of pressure on myself because of that. I would speak to my wife and be like, "Oh man, I don't know." Like I felt like I wasn't too playing at my level, that I felt comfortable leading, because I was out of the game for so long. So I was trying to kind of refigure myself out and kind of get the sporting side back to the level that I'm used to playing at. And it was kind of hard for me to look at myself as a leader when I wasn't confident in my playing ability at the beginning of the year.
Sure.
But yeah, I think one of the reasons I came here, or Bobby called me, was for that, to be an example for the younger players. Like you said, I've played a long time, and this is my 13th year. I finished my 13th year, so I know I kind of know the ropes of being a professional in this game. So yeah, I think it was kind of implied that I came here to be seen as a leader. But it was always going to be up to me if I could be that leader that he wanted.
Right.
And it was never an explicit conversation of like him telling me that I was going to be the captain. I think it just happened organically. So yeah, I think it was one of those things that like as a veteran, you're always going to be looked up as a role model for the younger players because of experience and knowledge of this game. So I kind of knew that I was gonna have to be a leader coming into the season.
So obviously you've played for a variety of different pro clubs and such. How has the Hearts fan base and fans' passion been compared to the other clubs that you have played for? Because I know you've played in the MLS and different USL teams and such.
Yeah, I think they're one of the best fan bases in the country, regardless of level. I think they're probably, I would put them top 3 in both USLs, and I would honestly probably say top. I think conservatively, I would say top 10 in like the whole country, including MLS. So
yeah, MLS is just a different breed. I mean, there's so many people.
Yeah, but still, like, yes, like MLS gets a lot of people, and they have much bigger stadiums than we do. But I think the passion and the complete buy-in that the fans have here in Portland is, and like the pride that they have for the team and for the city and state is kind of unmatched. Like it's really, like really, really good. Like if I believe that if we had like a 10,000 seat stadium, 12,000, I think we could sell it out. Like,
I think we'd pack it out.
Yeah, probably 80% of the games.
Yeah.
And so if we had like a 8,000 seat stadium, I think we'd fill that out 100% of the games. So I think as a team keeps growing and such, and the years go by, I think we'll see how good and how big this fan base really is, because they're amazing. I mean, we travel so well. A lot of games, a lot of away games feel like home games because we have, even if we don't have like in as many people as the opposing teams do, like they're just as loud or louder than the home fans at away games. So yeah, the fans here are crazy, and it's a great experience to be a part of, and it's just amazing to be a part of this here, and yeah, they're really unmatched. So I would say like top 10 in the country, soccer wise. And that's like I said, that's being conservative. Like I feel like they're probably higher than top 10, but that's just I can't think of all the MLS. But yeah, they're up there.
And talking about the kind of community around the team, the Hearts as a club kind of really dove into the grassroots approach to it. The youth outreach, community impact, kind of has a family feel between the team and the fans. Was there kind of a moment where you felt like you had just as much of an impact off the field than you did on the field?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everywhere I've been, you kind of have to immerse yourself in the community to make for the club to make its presence in the community. And yeah, I mean, just being around. I remember, like this year, I remember that I had an appearance earlier in the year where it was at the local middle school here in Portland, and one of a little girl had asked me like how my experience was here as a Mexican American, because I think she was Mexican American, and she's like, how do you kind of make sense of like how culturally different we are, like Mexican culture and the American, and not being so close to a lot of Mexicans and a lot of Hispanic people here in Maine, and it just like felt like so powerful because it just like I was kind of a because kind of representation for her, that like we are far away from our people, but like being up here is really cool, and like trying to connect with people here by showing our cultural differences and kind of understanding each other, it makes us better as people. And it just like felt cool for me to be able to speak to her and like kind of find some common ground because we were both Mexican, and it just shows like the type of of power that we have as a club within the community, that we can kind of connect with people, not just on the soccer side, but like kind of give representation for a lot of people that don't necessarily see a lot of representation of themselves within the community. So I just felt like that was a really cool moment, and I knew that we have a bigger responsibility, not just as soccer players and on the field, but as human beings outside of it and part of the community.
That's amazing. That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah, it was a cool moment.
Yeah. Have you had anyone else do type of similar things and like come up to you and just be like, you're my role model and such like that?
Yeah. Most recently, one of the people that work in the club, like he was telling me that like he's also Hispanic, and like his younger brother, he had a younger brother that's like really into soccer, and he was like, just like I guess like in all that like another Hispanic player was on the team and was the captain of the team, and it's kind of like an inspiration for him. And that's like really, really awesome, because like that's like the point of us playing, is to inspire the next generation of players and of people in the city, in the state, and the country. But I think just like being able to walk around town and kind of seeing people that recognize you and kind of talk, like we can talk on the while we're on walks and stuff like that is also cool, because it just gives more people inspiration to that this goal isn't unattainable. Like they can reach to get to this profession. It's not easy, but it's achievable. So I think it's cool that we are able to kind of have that, like show that to the community here, and kind of give more people like more of an inspiration, or like to have them be able to have like a goal in mind that's not too far away.
I think we're gonna see a crazy spike with like youth kids soccer camps, to be honest. Like I've seen I was able to go to a couple games, and there's so many kids there, and so many kids that were like so into it. You know, you can go to some things where the kids will go to a game or an event or whatever, and they're, you know, playing on the parents' phone, you know, just kind of eating the hot dog, but everyone was so into it. And
yeah,
you see some of these kids being like, I want to be Mikey Lopez, I want to be Ollie Wright. I want to play soccer, you know?
Yeah, no, it's awesome, because like when I walk my dog around the city, like there's this like small soccer field, and we always see kids playing in the soccer field, and then we sometimes saw a kid, he had like a makeshift Ollie Wright jersey on, and he's like shooting on goal. So it's like it shows, it's just like it's awesome to see, like, and I'm glad that we're a part of this community to be able to grow the game. But it's also like it gives these kids just something that they can like aspire to, because I guess like the closest professional soccer team before us was probably, well, now that Rhode Island's here, like 2 years, I think this is their second year, but before that was the Revs, which is
the Revs, right? Yeah,
2.5, 3 hours away.
Yeah,
and for people to make those trips is a lot. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
So to have like a professional club here and kind of give those kids like, okay, like I can make it to this team, and then we can probably make another jump, but at least I have something attainable that's like right here within 10 to 50 miles from where I live, and so it's a lot better than having these bigger clubs but further away.
Definitely, for me, it definitely means a lot to hear that how much you care about the community and such like that. So that's very awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy to like this community because of how they've treated us. They kind of welcomed us with open arms. So it was yeah, we fell in love with Portland and with Maine, and yeah, we're really proud to be a part of this community. So yeah, I think that's and like I said before, like as a team to be successful, we have to immerse ourselves in the community, and I think if we can win over the people here, I think we'll be successful, and it's kind of shown from even before the team played a game, but now that we have played a game, I think it shows more. So yeah, I think we've loved it, and it's like a big responsibility for us to be a part of this community as well.
Feels like a big party at the games. That's what I loved about it. Like I admittedly was not a big soccer guy. I didn't have any rooting interest in any bigger leagues or anything like that. I went to one game and I was like, I am all the way in on this.
Yeah.
Just because of how fun it was. Obviously the product was good. You guys had an awesome season. But it was just kind of the environment, the experience, all of it. They made it really easy to buy into the sport, which made it easy to buy into you guys because you guys were playing so well.
Yeah, no, the like I said, the fans here, the game day experience, it makes me jealous. Like I want to experience it not from the playing side.
Yeah,
because it looks so sick. But yeah, they've killed it. I mean, the club has killed it from day one, from before we even got here. So
yeah,
I'm glad that everyone is enjoying it. I'm glad it brought you into the fold, because I bet you there's so many more people like you that didn't really care, and now that we have this and how fun the game day experiences are, it keeps bringing more people in. So that's always a win for everybody.
Yeah, and as far as the play on the field, how long do you think it took until everything felt like it kind of gelled on the field? I'm sure you guys, as like people, gelled pretty quickly, I'm sure, but like on the field, how fast did it, or how long rather did it take to kind of finally click?
Yeah, I mean, as a first year team, it's always difficult bringing a bunch of players that never played together and kind of starting the whole thing from zero is always tough. I feel like it took a while, like even in the beginning of the season, where we were kind of like tying or some like small losses. Like I never felt we were like that far off it. So like it was always encouraging, and I remember the coaching staff always like telling us like, hey, like I know we lost, but look at the stats, look at the data, like everything is trending the way we want to trend. Just stay on it, like just stay the course, buy in, and everything will work out. And I think everything started working out probably July, I want to say, when we had that one run of like unbeaten in like 8 or 6 or something like that. Like sometime in the summer, it started clicking, and that's when the results started shifting, and that's kind of when we started going on our run. And I think that's when we first got over the playoff line. And once we got over the playoff line, I think we just stayed there the whole time. I don't think we ever dropped it a little bit, or maybe we did for like momentarily. But I think it took us like about 6 months before we could finally say like, yes, this is us, and this is like it's fine clicking. This is like how we're gonna keep going. And it always takes some time, and it's part of the process. So, but thankfully we trusted the process, and it kind of worked out for a while.
I'd say quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you living in Portland?
We are. We do.
Nice.
Yeah.
from what we've heard from some of the other guys, seems like you guys have a decent amount of like free time after practices and such like that on non-game days and such. What does your days like that look like and such?
I'm very much a homebody. So I'll be probably staying. I'll be staying at my house most of the time. So like days of training, I go to train and then come back and I walk my dog around town, and then I'm just here, just chilling, watching TV, and then until I have to go take him on another walk, and then we're just here at home most of the time. But we do like going out to eat around town and kind of experiencing a new restaurant. So that's been kind of cool, like really cool. But just walking around the city is kind of what we do, or what I do with my dog. So that's pretty much it. I'm a very much a big homebody.
What kind of dog?
I have a German Shepherd Husky mix.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like a handful.
He is, and he's old, but he acts like a puppy still, and he's very loud, and he's in charge of everything.
Sounds like the husky in them.
Yeah, as dogs are. He's very stubborn, so yeah, it's very much a husky. He looks like a kind of a German Shepherd, but he's smart like a German Shepherd, but he'll do things on his own time, which not always great. But I say it's good. He has good personality. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you had said that you guys like to go out and try different restaurants. I am a very big food guy. So do you have like a top 3 favorite around here?
Top 1 would be Leeward, as a pasta restaurant, like Italian restaurant.
Yep.
It's across the street from what is it? The arena, the Cross
Insurance?
Yes, Cross Insurance Arena. That place is really good. I like this pizza place called Quanto Basta. It's kind of on the East End-ish area, on Congress Street, so all the way past East End kind of. It's like Neapolitan pizza, so it's like we really like it. And 3, Jesus.
There's so many good options. It's
crazy.
There's
a lot. It's tough to say.
Yeah.
But there's so many more places I still gotta go try. So
Portland,
it will be ever changing.
Portland, Maine has like the most restaurants per capita,
which is amazing.
I think same with breweries, actually.
What'd you say?
I think it's also breweries. Like
really?
The
most wow.
Yeah. Because you got such a small footprint compared to other big cities and such, and everything's all crammed together.
All in one 4-block radius.
Yeah. Which is great. It makes the city very walkable. So
it makes makes it feel on the weekend. Like if you go out on the weekend, it feels very alive. If you hit it right.
Yeah, it does. It does, especially during the summer. I'm curious. I haven't walked like too much in the city right now, like during the kind of late fall, wintry. So I'm kind of curious, huh?
It's cold.
Yeah. But I have to because of my dog. But
it's true.
But so I'm kind of curious to see what the city's like now-ish. So when we got here January. It's like kind of prime snow season. And I was so new, so we didn't really walk too much. So now that I know more where to go and how to get places, I'll be curious to see how it is.
Cool.
Yeah. Where are you guys from? Are you guys from here, from Portland, or from Maine?
I'm close. I'm in Saco, so I'm like 10 minutes from Portland off the highway.
Don't know where it is, but I've heard of it.
Yeah.
And I'm in East Gish. I live in Leamington, so I'm like 35-40 to Portland.
Never heard of that place.
He's a Maine. He's not a Mainer. He's a Maine.
Okay. Yeah. So you're a proper Mainer then. I'm joking.
Yeah, the proper Mainers are like up past the map where you get past Bangor and there's nothing else up there. Those are the Mainers.
All right. Fair enough.
Those are the Mainers.
Yeah,
Um,
I really want to go see. I want to go explore Maine more.
Sure.
Because obviously we've been in season this whole time, and we're kind of like not restricted, but we kind of stick closer to here. But yeah, I think my wife and I want to go sometime. I don't know if now is the right time to go, but to like Acadia.
I was gonna mention Acadia. I was
Yeah.
thinking it's too bad you guys are in season, kind
Yeah.
of peak Acadia season. It's
Yeah.
my favorite.
It's
We love it up there, but
it's
Yeah.
awesome in like the peak time when you guys are playing in like the summer. It is a mess of
it's
people.
true. Very busy.
If you wanted to go up there and there's like not a ton of people, now's a great time.
Okay.
There's not like obviously like the foliage is pretty much gone.
Yeah.
And such, but there's still great hikes and everything.
Yeah.
I love it up there.
Yeah, so
the hike's
that's kind
awesome.
of one thing we want to go see, and we just want to kind of just go and explore because like Maine's not that big compared to Texas, where it's like everything's like 5 hours away from.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we kind of want to explore and see what's up with other parts of Maine.
Nice.
Yeah, Acadia is fun. Trying to think of like some things that are like closer around here.
I'll jokingly say Funtown Splashtown.
Oh my god.
Sunny Sacco's biggest attraction.
I think so. I think some of the guys went to that in the summer. I think they did.
It's growing up, it's like the best, and then you realize it's like dollar store Six Flags, so it makes it
that's not terrible.
No, it's not. I mean, they do make it fun. They recently started like a 21 plus thing where like at 7 p.m. 21 plus come ride the rides, drink drinks, do all this kind of stuff. That was pretty fun. I did that this summer.
I'm sure that's good.
It's mostly nostalgia that carries it at this point for me.
For sure.
Cool. Mikey, thank you again for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Greatly appreciate it.
For sure. Yeah, no, thank